Hi guys, so today I'm going to translate a song called Rap contra el Racismo, Rap Against Racism. Now of course this was not done in the United States because here in the USA there will be no need for rappers to say that they're against racism since the majority of rappers are African Americans. It was from the Bronx, it was from the projects, it was from the African Americans that rap songs came about, that rap, the hip hop culture, everything came about that has to do with hip hop and rock and roll and jazz and the blues. This country music from this, except for country music and even country music, they say that there's some roots, but country music I also think has roots from mariachi, from bandas, because they sound similar to Mexican music. And you guys, let me not digress you. I don't have to tell you that about cowboys and vaqueros. Okay, you guys know that. I know you do because you're bilinguals. That's why you follow me. So right now, I want to translate Rap contra el Racismo. And I look for the one with the lyrics, okay? And again, it's because sometimes the accent is too difficult to understand, and we have to measure time here. So because of time restrictions and because I want to get to the video real quick, like I'm not doing right now, I just went ahead and looked for the lyrics in Spanish, and I just have to read them and translate them in English. Deal? But I hope that you enjoy. I'll put the link of the song, the full song, so you don't have to listen to the translation if you just want to watch it yourself. And we have Nach on this video. It's a collaboration of rappers, Spanish rappers. Now I don't know any of them except for Nach. And I see they got some black there too, brown. Okay, so the subidon is the uploading right here with all of us united. It will get lost if you think, it will get lost when you think about the motive. So meaning saying that maybe YouTube is not going to play this, or people are not going to listen to it, people are not going to look for it, it's going to be a waste because people don't want to talk about racism, they don't want to hear about it, they don't want to discuss it. So everybody is different with their own issues and with their own styles. And maybe rollos is something different in Spanish, but I think rollo, for Spanish from Spain. But rollo means issue, right? So I don't know, but I think that's what he's saying. The issues, everybody has their own issue and their own styles on how they rap. But hip hop, but this is hip hop, and we must leave it very clear, clarito. It's a diminutive of the word claro, which is an adjective. It means something is clear, it's understandable. But then when they say it with the ito, it means that this is, you have to be right there on the dot. This is very, very, we have to be very specific. We got to leave it very clear for everyone. Wow, I like that. What was that? Oh, have you stopped to talk to yourself all the time, baby? All the time. Have you stopped to talk to yourself? I think we all have. The problem is that we don't stop to talk to ourselves. The problem is that we respond to ourselves and you get the same message. The one that you say and the one that you listen is the same message. That's why you have to talk to other people to get other messages and be able to compare. Ooh, that's a play on word right there. La vida puede ser de otro color si se habla de racismo. Play on word. Está jugando con la palabra ahí. La palabra color, the word color, and then race. So when you're talking about racism, life can turn into a different color. It could get black, it could get dark, it could get, gray. It could get fightful. Because people don't want to talk about that. I don't come here to give you a sermon of human rights, about human rights. And I don't come here to talk to you about one from the Romans. So, una de Romanos, I don't know, maybe it's an expression of saying, I'm not here to lie to you to just, embellish thing and put it around. It could be also hermanos were philosophers. I don't know. Es lucidez frente a la estupidez que existe. It's a lucidity in front of the stupidity that exists. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I ask myself, where does the joke start and where does the joke end? Wait, hold on. See, I don't like to have it like that because then I can't see when I get to the end. But whatever. I want you guys to see the lyrics. Even though I'm going to put the link, don't worry. Buen desplante al vendedor ambulante que es otro curante. So desplante is when you stood up someone, when you treat them poorly, when you are rude to them. To the ambulant seller, the seller that goes from house to house, goes out, sells outside. It's another cure. It's another cure. Somebody taking care of someone. Curante. With another person with a future and with a family with him. So I don't understand that thing there about the street seller. I don't know, it's because maybe in Spain the people that are, that sell out in the street are dark-skinned people. I don't know, but one of those must be it. Cada uno es único en su especie. So this is the other guy. Everyone is unique in their own species. Cada uno es, but we're all the same species. We're humans. I don't know about that. Okay, so he's saying especie so he can rhyme with desprecie. Okay, which means when you are, diminishing somebody, when you are being rude to somebody, when you're just showing a lack of respect for someone, just treating them poorly. So he says everybody is unique in their own race. That's what he means. And there's no need for the hate. Es el temor a la igualdad, ignorar lo diferente. It's the fear of the equality. Ignore the difference. So what? So these people are racist because they don't want to. If they're afraid of equality, if they're afraid that another race is going to be equal to them, that means that they're racist. That's it. So they're racist because they want to be better. They think that they're better.
Ahora la igualdad, ignorar lo diferente, pues nos separa una absurda clase social permanente, máximo odio por...
Okay, yeah, so a social class separate us permanently. That's for sure. But wait a minute, what did he say here? I think con su especie, la motivo ni razón para que se desprecie, temor a la igualdad,
ignorar lo diferente, pues nos separa una absurda clase social permanente.
So, pues, ignorar lo diferente, pues, so, but then at the same time, the person doesn't want to be equal. Máximo odio por la mínima razón, yeah. I like that dichotomy right there. Maximum hatred for the minuscule reason, for a minimum reason. Anything, maybe the hair, the look, the dance, one scream, one accent, one way of dressing, anything. Right away, it brings this hatred. Like, oh, look how those people look at those guys, look at them, look at those women. That's what it is. So there's no color, there's no comparison, only another episode where the most intolerant fascists. Okay, so yeah, so these people are so racist, so fascist with their ideologies that by traveling or reading, it's not going to go away. It's not going to change. They're still going to be the same. They're still going to hate.
Por muchas canciones que que nos manifestemos, por muchas víctimas que sufran o caigan a lo largo del
So see, this guy has a different accent. I don't know where he's from. I mean, if he's Spanish, I've never heard that Spanish accent. And not saying that I know the different type of Spanish accent, because I don't. I know there gotta be, people from Barcelona must speak differently than people from Madrid and Lloret del Mar and Andalusia. I understand that. But me as a foreigner or somebody from not from that country, I cannot distinguish, but I can distinguish this one, and this doesn't sound like somebody from Spain. Maybe, and there's a lot of people from Latin America that live in Spain due to the problems that we have in Latin America.
Otro episodio donde el más intolerante fascismo no se cura leyendo y el racismo viajando.
Those are bars right there. Those are bars right there. Those are bars right there. The fastest racist is not going to be cured by reading or traveling. So this guy's the one. Por muchas canciones, no matter how many songs we do, no matter how much we protest, no matter how many victims suffer, we don't. Okay, so no matter how many victims fall on the road, no matter how many victims fall on the road, we do not become conscious. That's the way it goes. So we think, okay, we don't become conscious about that. We just say, oh, that's life. That's the way things are. That's the way it goes.
Y en el artículo número 1 escrito está, nacemos libres e iguales en derecho y
En el artículo número 1 escrito está. What article? What country? Must be in Spain, because here the first one, it talks about freedom of speech.
no nos concienciamos, así no va. Y en el artículo número 1 escrito está, nacemos libres e iguales en derecho y dignidad.
Well, it is. Well, the Constitution does. The Constitution does start like that. The Constitution starts saying that, we born, the articles, we're born free, equals to the pursuit of happiness. So yes, so I guess that the one in Spain says the same thing, In the first article, we're born free and equals in dignity and in rights.
A ver, ¿por qué es tan difícil llevarlo a cabo fuera del papel? Alto, bajo, feo, guapo, negro, blanco, ¿qué más da? Dentro de 100 años todos calvos.
I love this guy. This guy comes in, poo, 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 poo. I mean, he starts you can tell the rapidity, how fast he starts spitting, and then he's just like naming. Yeah, tall. Then the contrast, the opposite, short, ugly, good looking, black, white, doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all the same. Okay, and then alright, so because he said ¿qué más da? So he had to look for a word to rhyme with va, with da. So he came out with va, which is meaning like whatever, So he threw that word there. That I don't like too much. He threw that word there to rhyme. But what he's saying, there's still bars there. Alto, bajo, feo, guapo, negro, blanco, ¿qué más da?
Feo, guapo, negro, blanco, ¿qué más da?
Dentro de 100 años todos calvos bajo tierra va. Okay, so, well, he could have left it on tierra. ¿Qué más da? So dentro de 100 años, in 100 years, we'll all be bald underneath the earth, whatever. So sucks, like whatever. Like you see, maybe could have said we're all the equal, no, todos somos igual, tenemos igualdad. I don't know, something to rhyme with that, but igualdad has the AD at the end, so I guess not, but he threw in va, which is an expression.
100 años todos calvos bajo tierra va. No has probado nunca conocer a un extranjero. Fíjate en los niños, ellos saben de qué va este juego.
So have you ever tried to meet a foreigner? Look at the little kids. They know how to play this game. They know how to play this adult game of dealing with people from different races and different background. Y es que la raza humana es un crisol. God knows what a crisol is. Maybe, what do you call this thing? A rainbow?
Y es que la raza humana es un crisol, y el que no pueda ver belleza en esto no merece ver el sol.
And the one who cannot see the beauty in this does not deserve to what? To see the sun. Okay, and now let me find out what crisol means. Crisol. Okay, so it's something that you use, it's a material, recipiente de material refractorio. So something, it's a recipient. I have no idea what it is. Hold on, let me see. Yes, I meant that. Let me look at the melting pot. Ah, the melting pot. That's what a crisol is. Okay. Alrighty then. You learned something new. So what happened to the crisol? The melting pot? Oh, and whoever cannot see the beauty in the melting pot does not deserve to see it at the sun. So I paso el relevo. What? Paso el relevo al compañero para este mundo nuevo. So I pass forward to my to the companion, to the person, compañero, to the peer. I pass forward to the peer this new world. The triumph of the love against death. When the racist beasts fear anger and death. Okay, so the racist beast is in fear. So this is the triumph of love against fear when the beast feels anger and death. That's not. Cuando la fobia se contagia y hierve. Phobic is contagious and is boiling. They're accusing you of not being from an equal world. When the world is global. Oh, yeah, okay. So when in a global world, looking for food in another country turns you into an illegal. You become illegal because you're in another country. If you don't ask for the paper, if you don't start the paperwork, then of course, then you don't have legal rights in that country. You're not recognized. And the thing is that it's very difficult sometimes. So a lot of these countries, especially the United States and Canada, not even say Canada, people to come over, they meet a lot of requirements, and you gotta have money. And the main reason you're coming here is because you don't have money. So you don't have money, but you gotta have money before you come. It's a catch-22. So people just cross the border, and it makes you legal. And I guess they do the same thing in Spain, because Spain has Africa, has Syria. So a lot of people come there, on those boats. We've seen it, and it's deadly. The yachts, they're not rich people. They're just boats, that floating devices. Sometimes it's just floating devices, not even a boat. When the law of the stranger attracts you without a motive and hypocrisy, cover his eyes and his ears. Well, Nach, I'm glad that you think that way, baby, because Spanish people don't like foreigners, that's for sure. So racism and margination, when they only see the skin, and they forget to look at they forget to look at the heart. Nadie te pide que salve al mundo de su dolor. Wow.
Tal vez el mundo de su dolor, todos perdimos la fe en un futuro.
But you see how Nach, now I know why he's such a great rapper, because everything he said makes sense, and he did not just throw words in there to rhyme it. Okay, that's the difference. I mean, you can read literally what he said. It rhymes, and he's saying something. There's a message that he's sending. Well, the other people, not that they were not sending a message, but they threw in words just so they could be able to rhyme it. So we all lost faith in the future, in a better future. This life is so cruel and so bad that I don't understand. Ooh, sometimes being honest is like peeing, urinating against the wind. And you know what happens when you urinate against the wind? It comes back to you. Great imagery. Great imagery he used right there.
Veces ser honrado es como mear contra el viento. No mires el color de mi piel, si realmente lo que quieres es saber el color de mis billetes. Terremotos, huracanes, guerras, hambre.
Bars right there. Bar right there. Don't look at the skin. Don't look at the color of my skin if you really want to look at the color of my money. Yes! Oh,
no mires el color de mi piel, si realmente lo que quieres es saber el color de mis billetes. Terremotos, huracanes, guerras, hambre.
And that's true, because people think that, because somebody's black or somebody's brown or somebody's dark skinned, whatever, that they don't have money. Automatically they think that, and you can't. You can't even judge by the way people are dressed, because sometimes people dress in rags and they're rich. They got money. And I know people that have money and they don't even drive BMW, Mercedes-Benz. They got Toyotas. So you never judge people by the way they look or the way they dress, or the way or their skin color, to judge if they got money or not. And he said that's what you're interested in. And then he's talking about color de mi billete. So now he's naming human crisis and also nature. So like earthquakes, hurricanes, wars, hunger. Oh wow, the racism is in the pocket of man. Respira todo esta brisa. Breathe all this.
Respira del todo esta brisa. Ponte la piel del otro a ver.
Breathe all this wind. Wait. What?
Está en los bolsillos del hombre. Respira del todo esta brisa. Ponte la piel del otro a ver cuánto dura tu sonrisa.
Ooh, so breathe in all this wind. And all this wind is all these words that are coming out to you. Assimilate them. And then he's talking about the only way to change, for you to change your mind, is when you are in the skin of the other person. When you have when you're under that person's skin, when you are that person. Respira del todo esta brisa. Yeah, put yourself in the skin of the other one to see how long your smile lasts. Ooh, show respect to the one that is not equal because of sex, ideology, or culture. I mean, that's heavy words right there. It's nice, yeah, show some respect to the one who's not equal, but then again, why not? Why are the people, because of their gender or their ideology or their culture, not equal? So it's a kind of like double standard. Because yeah, I see that he's saying something positive, but at the same time, by saying that it's not equal, he is corroborating what they're saying, that that we're not equal, women are not equal, and people, because of their ideology or culture, are not equal. And then he wants them to show respect para que afectos rodeen la estructura.
Para que afecto y sensibilidad rodeen la estructura.
So that affectos like love, tenderness, and sensibility surround the structure.
Porque con intolerancia muestras déficit, el cerebro y
Because by being intolerant, you're showing a deficit in your brain and in your heart. Bars.
razón. Hoy comparto mi voz y mi amor contra la sinrazón y el dolor.
So now I share my voice and my pain against all those unreasonables and against the lack of intelligence and communication.
La falta de inteligencia y comunicación. Eres racista, tío, eres imbécil.
Ooh. So now he's talking, and then he's talking to a Nazi, I guess. Look at him, skinhead. So you're not racist. You're an ignorant. And that word's an insult, calling somebody ignoramus, basically. But due to ignorant parents, you're docile.
Por culpa de unos padres ignorantes eres gótil. Hace ya muchos años que no existen los países. La frontera está en la piel de cada uno.
There's a long time that countries do not exist. The frontiers are in the skins of each one of us. All of our grandchildren are going to be gray.
Todos nuestros nietos serán grises. ¿Cómo quieres que te recuerden como aquel que decía que
How do you want them to remember you? Like that one who used to say that he hated blacks, but he would hide because in case they bite. Wow. So how do you want them to remember you as the one who hated black people, and then would hide just in case they bite?
llaman negros pero se escondían por si muerden. Cobardes sin actitud. Si algún día te enfrentas
So you're a coward without an attitude. If one day you confront your own demons,
a tus demonios, verás que son blancos como tú. Porque coño.
ooh. That's a bars right there and a play on word flipping it around. So he's saying like, if one day you confront your own demons, you're gonna see that they're white like you. good play on word there. And now a bad word. But in Cuba it's not a bad word because coños also means like darn, So why do you? But in Spain it's not. In Spain it's a bad word. So why do you look at the face of someone else?
No le miras con esa cara. Si luego tú eres el primero en comprarle juguetes piratas.
Oh, okay. So why do you look at him with that face? Why do you put that face like, ugh? And then you're the first one to go and buy the DVDs, the songs.
Date las razas y vivir en este puto mundo intolerante de raza.
Wait, ¿a poco what?
Esa cara. Si luego tú eres el primero en comprarle juguetes piratas.
So you're the first one to buy them DVDs, pirate DVD. A poco por la amistad de la raza. A little bit because of the friendship of the races.
A poco por la amistad de las razas y vivir en este puto mundo intolerante de raza.
So it's very difficult to have friendship. That's what he's saying among the races because of this world full of intolerant rats. No human being should be illegal. No human being can be illegal. What should be illegal is that a human cannot have any dignity. I support the black, I support the Chinese, I support the Arab, Middle Easterns. Arab, but he means Middle Easterns, I guess. But he specified Saudi Arabia, including the Martian. On my behalf, they're welcome to this earth, my brother. So he's saying, and he's not talking about the Martians, but he's saying, like in general, on my behalf, you're welcome to my land. Well, thank you. I wish all Spanish people would think that way. What? Me escribió.
Árabe, incluso el marciano. Por mi parte, bienvenido a mi tierra, hermano.
Superando la treintena de edad, me escribí la de los niños.
Oh, so he's 30 years old. That's what he's saying. Overcoming the 30s. I wrote the book for the kids. This goes for the father.
Esta va por el papá que lanza insultos un domingo en el bar cuando el negro al que idolatra no consigue marcar.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. I seen that. Very good. I have seen that. I seen the part where they go to the bar and they're playing soccer, they're watching a soccer game, and then the black soccer player doesn't score, and then you insult him. I have seen that in bars too. Not in the United States, I mean in Spain and in other countries.
El partido está perdido al entrar. El efecto secundario es que tu hijo sea un problema social. El futuro es que tu hija exija dinero para el cine.
Ooh, so that's the first effect. But the second effect is that your son is gonna be a mean guy. He's gonna be a bad person, and in the future, your daughter is gonna demand more money to go to the movie. Oh, and then
Se vaya con el hijo del que te vendía Kleenex. Realidad.
and then he goes with the. Then she goes with the kid of the one who used to sell you Kleenex. Now I don't know what he means by that. If there's a double meaning on Kleenex, it's the paper, to, blow your nose. But maybe he's talking about something else.
La difusa haciendo menesteres. ¿Viste quién soy yo? Dime tú quién eres. Cobrando en papeles, denegando los placeres de hombres y mujeres. Héroes de detalles al fin. Se vaya con el hijo del que te vendía Kleenex. Realidad difusa haciendo menesteres. ¿Viste quién soy yo?
Realidad difusa haciendo menesteres. As a diffuse reality doing menial stuff. Do you see who I am? Tell me who you are.
Dime tú quién eres. Cobrando en papeles, denegando los placeres de hombres y mujeres. Héroes de detalles.
Charging the papers, negating the pleasure of men and women, héroes de tal desafío, heroes of that challenge, to fight for self-love. So that their kids will not grow up empty. A new generation with principles. Giving a good education without prejudice. So I guess he's talking out here about those people who, no matter their skin color, they try to teach their kids better. When the pain cover the chest. When the pain cover the what? Hold on. When the pain cover the chest, un corazón aguanta lo que le echen. A heart, when the pain cover the chest, a heart can take whatever pain they throw their way. But depending on the circumstances, I fight for rights, for better rights. If the words are taken by the wind, esta no, this one not. Pero
si las palabras se las lleva el viento, estas no. Entre océanos hay una razón.
In between ocean, there is a reason and there's a cause that push the tears through the cycles.
A causa que arrastra lágrimas hace siglos, solo me fijo en la persona autojuzga de antes.
I only pay attention to the person. I judge myself before I judge anyone else.
De juzgar a cualquiera. No es el tono de la piel lo que interesa, es el tono con el que te expresas.
Okay, so it's not the tone of the skin, it's the tone when you talk. Racist, you're a racist. Why are you complaining? Yeah, see that they're saying that a lot in Spain. That's another thing that Spanish don't like people coming over there because they're saying that they're taking away their jobs.
Más horas les quita la consola y es japonés.
So more time, the consola is like, what is a consola? I think it's the music and it's from, it's the consola is where you play your music. More time does the thing that plays music takes away from you and it's Japanese. Pay attention. Fight for the freedom. It's more than hating the oppressor.
Libertad es algo más que odiar al opresor. Pido comprensión, pues el pan se parte con las manos.
I ask for comprehension. I ask for understanding because the bread you break it with your hands, but you give it away, but you share it with the heart. So the bread you break it with your hands, but you share it with the heart. I think he's referring to Catholicism there.
Pero se reparte con el corazón. Un dado de apena que sea necesario.
Oh, this is the guy who started again. So on one hand, I feel it's a shame that it's necessary for me to do this, but I'm happy that my peers.
Por otro me alegra oír a mis compañeros. No se me ocurre un mensaje más tonto, ni más lógico, ni más obvio, más serio.
And I cannot think of anything more dumb or more serious or more logic than this message that we're giving. The problem comes when you don't see the problems. That's true. Bars right there. Play on words. So he has the subject and the direct object right there, and it's the same. The problem is when you don't see the problem. And the problem stays when you deny it. Bars. This guy is good too. I don't know who he is, but he's throwing bars right there. I think it was obvious that we didn't have to say it. Is it clear? Rap is against racism. And I like how they brought it back. You see, remember when he pushed the camera like that? Now he brought it back to him again and saying, okay, this is the message that we're saying. I'm glad that my friends, I'm saying it. I am embarrassed because I think it's dumb. I think it's obvious. I think it's logic. But if we don't talk about it, if we just deny the problem or ignore it, it will remain there and stay there. Well, guys, I hope that you got to this long video. I hope that you like it. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. Subscribe. Okay, it's taking me a time and sweat because it's hot in here. But anyhow, I hope that you enjoy it and take care. Bye.